Hello, Seal Universe, Seal, and I plays here, and welcome back to Pokemon Soul Silver. Last episode, we finished getting out of Union Cave, as we are now on Route 33, heading to Azalea Town. And we got some apricorns to pick. It's a pink apricorn. Very cool. It's an apricorn tree. I think that's a gray one. There's a black. It's black. Alright, so we're on a new route. That cave is much bigger than I expected, but I'm too tired of exploring the whole thing, so I can't outside. Fair enough. So, with that, that ends pretty much Union Cave as a whole. I think that we can fight this guy. Yes, we can. Nice. So, on Route 33, there's nothing really new here, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Yeah, Union Cave's kind of, the last big thing where anything new really showed up. Union Cave, Route 33 here is just pretty much the same as Route 32, except there's no Wooper or Mareep or a lot of other stuff. Mainly, the things you can encounter here are Spearow, Zubat, Hoppip, and Rattata. Lots of Rattata. So, I mean, if you like Ekans, I mean, you get a 30% encounter of Ekans, but apart from that, not really on your shows. And then, of course, there's the trainer. By trainers, I mean, the hiker Anthony guy. Ooh. Listen, this, for some reason, I don't know why, this route just has continuous rain. I don't know why. I guess this specific part of Johto is always rainy. Alright. So Machop. Hello, Machop. You're a fighting type. We have a lot of fighting type weaknesses here. Ooh. Go Moonlight. Oh, also, last time we were together, or, you know, I recorded, we had two new teammates in Cyan Clone and Moonlight. Cyan Clone being a Poliwag, and Moonlight being a Chocobee. Bringing our team total to 5. At least for now. And there's Moonlight's specialty, that psychic ability. It's pretty good psychic ability, I would say. There's more zip than me. Yes, I do. Hiker Anthony? I don't have a hikers. Go to town. Sure, let's add another guy to my Poke gear. You got it, boss man. Alright. Well, with that, make it to Azalea Town. Oh. How are you? Don't you know us? We are Team Rocket! What? We broke up a while ago. Give me a break. We have not broken up. Actually, you did once, but we have come back to pursue Giovanni's ambition. Enough talking. Shut up and just beat it. Thud. Team Rocket! Nothing is going on. It's unsafe to go in there, so I'm standing guard to make sure people don't wander in. Am I not a good Samaritan? Fair enough. Slowpoke Well, also known as the Rainmaker Well. Locals believe that Slowpoke's yawn summons the rain. Oh, my bad. Ended a drought 400 years ago. Goddamn. Yep, Azalea Town. Here we are. Hello there. Slowpoke has disappeared from the town, or all their shares are being sold somewhere. Yeah, that weird guy is selling one for 1,000,000 Poke. Charcoal. We let our far-fetched branches for our charcoal. Hello there. Slowpoke has disappeared from the town. The forest protector may be angry with us. Maybe a better we should stay in. Where are the Slowpoke gone? They are playing somewhere. Guess this town's known for their Slowpoke. Interesting. Here's the Azalea Town Gym. Bugsy. The walking bug Bug Pokemon Encyclopedia. Can I come in? There's no here. Here, it's tasty. Aren't you glad I told you that? I guess. I don't know. I'm not really gonna eat a tail of a Slowpoke. It's like I go curtain down. You should be able to take care of this. First, making some Pokeballs. Let's do that. That's cool. What's this? Daily Town. Let me happy with Pokemon. There is no Pokemon though. I guess we'll go in the center. Hello there. Where Apricorn is, you crack open and discard the core. It's a special machine. You can catch Pokemon. Cool. Yes, I do. Yep. Hello, Fisherman. Build species can serve 30 Pokemon per box. Good to know. Alright, well, I guess we'll heal here so we get our checkpoint, so in case we have a blackout. Yeah. Throat's a little dry today. I was out working a lot of stuff. Well, I guess let us get for Azalea. You'll be back in 9x Forest, but skinny trees make it impossible to get for. Apricorn tree. Apricorn tree. It's a white. Whose mailbox is this? Kurt's house. Apricorn and nothing else. Stubborn Pokeball creator. Pokemon creator. He's Arceus. Hello, young lady. Slowpoke are gone. Were they taken by the bad people? Hello, sir. Who are you? See, you want me to drink some ball? Sir, you cannot ask a child that. Sorry, but I'll have to wait. You know, Team Rocket had to worry about it. I'll tell you, Team Rocket's an evil gang that uses Pokemon for their dirty work. They're supposed to have disbanded 3 years ago. Anyway, they're in the well, cutting Slowpoke tails off for sale. So I'm going to go give them a lecture in pain. Lesson in pain. Hold on, Slowpoke. Old Kurt is on his way. For an old guy, he's spry. Grandpa's gone. I'm so lonely. No, don't worry. I'll go fetch your grandpa. Oh, luckily no one's at the well. Yippee. Slowpoke well. Hi, Kurt. Hey there, Seal! The guard took off when I shouted at him, but then I took a tumble down the well, slammed it hard on my back, so I can't move. Rats, if only if my Pokeball would have punished them. Ah, can't be helped. Chill, show them how gutsy you are in my place. Fair enough, sir. Well, so, Slowpoke well, or, well... Actually, yep, Slowpoke, yep, this is called Slowpoke well. You can encounter 2 things in this well. I know, right? It's crazy. There are only a few kinds of Pokemon you can pick up here. However, the Pokemon that you can encounter by walking is you can encounter Zubat, and like the name suggests, Slowpoke. That's really all this is. It's pretty early to get a Slowpoke here, so if you want to get a good water type, Slowpoke is pretty good. Pretty bulky. But I digress, as we are going into this. I was standing guard up top when someone Coop yelled at me. He startled me so much that I fell down here. I would have felt my anger taken out on you. That's right. After the events in Kanto, where you as the player character, or well, Red as his name is known as, took care of Team Rocket. Team Rocket disbanded for temporary, but now they are back and quote unquote better than ever. Yeah, there's really nothing special about Team Rocket here. Team Rocket is looking to just be a mild annoyance, like always. But I guess we'll have Dragonfly whip them into shape and show how much a Rock Smash can really do. Rocket Grunt. Arrgh, this is not my day. Yeah, maybe try better. Lol. Oh, Pokemon. And it is a Zubat! Hi, Zubat. Yeah, Zubat's very common. I'm surprised Zubat's more common than Slowpoke, since this is called Slowpoke well. But, eh. I guess it could be worse. You can also fish up Goldeen here, if you have the old rod. Hello, man. Stop taking Slowpoke tails. What? And you want us to disobey a direct order from Executive Proton? If you want to stop us, then you're going to have to defeat us all. Go ahead and try. I will gladly go ahead. I love the little effect, by the way, of the rocket grunt. It's so funny. Executive Proton, huh? Confusion. Supersonic. Boo. And like all great Team Rocket grunts, they use a lot of poison Pokemon that have annoying tactics. For example, Zubat likes spamming Supersonic, and also Leech Life. But we digress. There you go, fly. And I'm back with a revenge. Very good. Ekans. It's Snake! It's Snake spelled backwards. Now we're gonna change out. Throw in Moonlight. Your sensory. We love having an 80 power psychic move at the beginning of the game. Raw! Actually makes Chocobo a lot easier. What a crit! Very good there, Moonlight. You rotten brat. I'll have you know I am not rotten. No, just a little bit. Now, I don't talk about this a whole lot because, well, I'm not really like the best design person, best like person to talk about designs, but I love some of the walkarounds. You mean like bonking your head against me? That's pretty funny. I love the walking sprites of certain Pokemon. They're really good. They're really cute. Ugh, stumbling on my words. They're very nice, and I think that all of them should be like that. But anyway, we have Cyan Clone finally get a battle in against these thugs. Team Rocket's rep already is ruined. Your main guys, well, even if you have Giovanni back, your main guy kind of lost to a 10-year-old. And I know the protagonists are a little older in this game. I'm not sure by how much. I think they're like 12. I could be wrong, and they could just be 10. Yawn. Little Rat's down. Zubat! Hi, Zubat. Death. Water Nut. Supersonic. That's not good. So yes. So Azalea Town is kind of filled with not too much to do. Because, well, it's only the second town of the game. And don't worry, the third... That's actually not even a city, it's a town. So there's not much to do because it is called a town for a reason. But Azalea is nice. I like it a lot. I like the gym leader in Azalea. Also, I just like the Slowpoke well too. I think to get a water psychic type this early, like only by your second badge, is really good. Like not even the second badge, even before your second badge. Also, being able to get pretty decent water types early as well is really nice. I mean, there's Magikarp, Goldeen. Well, Goldeen's debatable. Sorry, Sea King lovers. Poliwag. Hell, we can even go back to Cherry Grove City and go fish up Krabby. Which, by the way, Krabby, very good Pokemon. I'll go into more when we actually can encounter it. And I'm not going back. But, yeah. With that, too strong. With that, we're going to heal up Cyclone. And this will actually be one of the first times. So, probably want to use Marvel and Hugo for this. Give Moonlight, Cyclone, and Dragonfly a break. Hi there, mister. What do we have here? I'm often labeled as the scariest and cruelest guy in Team Rocket. I strongly urge you not to interfere with our business. Proton! It's a boss fight. You're challenged by Executive Proton. Proton will kick us off with a level 8 Zubat. The ability to interfocus moves Leech Life and Supersonic. Nothing's really special about the Zubat. It's pretty much standard Zubat. It will just peck at you with Leech Life until you go down and try to confuse you with Supersonic. However, I have never. Oh no, I see ducks. Proton is the first executive you will be meeting. There are plenty more that we will be meeting later on. But Proton's right now the first and kind of the mediocre one, but he is kind of a fun one to go against. Him being the first one you can meet on your journey and all. Also, I don't know why his name is Proton. I think it's really weird that they made the executive. I think it's weird they made the executives, but also kind of makes sense because in the first game you really only had Giovanni to go against, and like some higher ranking like scientists. So there we go, Hugo. Can't worry there. But Zubat's kind of a nothing. Zubat's kind of a nothing burger. What is his ace? Coffee. No. Level 12 with the ability to levitate. That's fair enough. With the ability to levitate, that means it's immune to ground, which takes away one of ground's poison's weaknesses, which is ground type. With the moves Tackle, Smokescreen, Smog, and Poison Gas. Trying to lower his experience, trying to lower accuracy and poison is the name of the game for this Coughing. Coughing is really good at that. And Coughing is surprisingly pretty bulky. Being a pretty decently defensive Pokemon outside of, you know, the immunity. I mean, look at that. It just took a hit. Here's the thing I didn't want to happen. Probably lose another Leer. I could heal up, but I really don't want to. Probably might try and do the switch might try to do the switch if I don't die from poison here. Yeah, doing the switch. Return Hugo! Let's go Marvel. Going into this, Proton's pretty... For a thing like this in the game, Coughing's actually pretty challenging. You probably won't have too much to... Never mind, I just killed it with one rock throw. But, I digress. That's after like 2 defense drops, too. Defeated Executive Proton. For a kid to be this good, I did not see it coming. Give me your money, please, old mister. Team Rocket indeed broke up 3 years ago, but we continued our activities underground. A small obstacle like you won't make much of a problem for our mission. I advise you to be very afraid of what is to come. No, I'm not afraid of you guys. Way to go, Seal! Team Rocket is taking off. My pack is better too. Let's get out of here. Hooray! I still think a real hero. As mentioned, Team Rocket was disbanded by a boy called Red 3 years ago. Now they have come back, and I have a bad feeling about it. In any case, it would please me greatly to make Pokeballs for a trainer like you, Seal. This is all I have. Take it. Get a fastball from Kurt. Yeah, have records for me? Fine, I'll turn them into Pokeballs. So this is also another big place of interest. This is Kurt. Kurt will be. Kurt can make Pokeballs out of the apricorns you collect. There are 7 apricorns that you can collect over. We do not have red or blue, which does not surprise me because we haven't found them. However, they all are different. They all give us different Pokeball types. Right now, I'm going to give him my 4 green, because you can only give him one type of apricorn, but you can give him as many as you want. It'll take a day for him to make a Pokeball, so you have to come back later. It takes a full 24 hours for Kurt to make a Pokeball. I wish I was joking. So, luckily... Oh, yeah, I have poison on me. So, well, luckily, you can get pretty decent Pokeball. You get very special Pokeballs from Kurt, because they all have pretty decent ones. For example, the green Pokeballs that I gave him he will be making 4 Friend Balls for me. Basically, Friend Balls are, if you throw it at if you throw it, and you catch Pokemon in it, you get it is, I believe, either Max or... I believe it's Max as well. Max Friendship when you catch something. So, if you have something that has a Friendship evolution, I highly recommend trying to catch it in a Friend Ball. I'll actually pull up the apricorn box so you guys can see it, rather than just this. With yellow apricorns, you get Moon Balls, which you think, oh, it's going to help us to catch Pokemon at night. No, it's going to help catch Pokemon that evolve by Moonstone, which isn't a whole lot of Pokemon. However, they are very nice gimmicks to have. Pink apricorns will give us the Love Ball, which I believe is, if you have your Pokemon out, it's the opposite gender. It's either the opposite gender or it's the same species and opposite gender. It will likely succeed against Pokemon by the opposite gender of the player's Pokemon. Okay, yeah. White apricorns is a fastball. Makes fastballs, which we just got from Kurt. Basically, if a Pokemon has a better speed stat, it will be very good. Well, if the Pokemon's base speed stat is higher than 100, then it will catch. And then black apricorns will be making heavy balls, which basically is the heavier the Pokemon, the better the ball will work. As for red and blue ones make lure balls, which we got before. Then red apricorns make level balls. Basically, the higher a wild Pokemon's... basically, the higher level your Pokemon's level is towards the wild Pokemon that you want to catch, it will work better. Are they good? I mean, if you're my honest opinion, I think the apricorn balls are really cool. However, the only real ones I like are the friend balls, mainly because I like their design a lot more than a lot of the other Pokeballs. It's a cool gimmick to have, but for it to be a full 24 hours before you can grab them, you kind of forget about Kurt. I'm not gonna lie. Especially in later cities where apricorns don't really sprout up very often. You kind of have to go out of your way to look for them. Alright, speaking of which, fill up at the Pokemart. I think I talked about the second clerk, but if I haven't, basically the second clerk will sell other types of Pokeballs. For example, the Heal Ball and the Net Ball, and also the Bloom Mail, which I think is more or less just a feature that doesn't work anymore. And then, pretty much the same as last time. Pokeballs, potions, super potions, antidotes, awakenings, paralyze heals, burn heal, ice heal, escape rope, and repels. Basically how burn heals, ice heals, and awakenings work, it's just like antidotes and paralyze heals. If a Pokemon falls asleep, you can use an awakening and instant wakes it up. If it has a burn, it's a burn heal heals burn, ice heal heals frozen. Escape ropes is what we used for the one thing. We actually don't have one because we used it. You can escape any dungeon immediately. And then repels, well, we've been using a few of those. We'll actually just buy the one for right now because I really don't have money to spare. The problem with the mom keeping all the money for herself is you don't really get too many things. But you know what? It's still nice to have whenever you do get gifts and such. Yep. So we saved the Slowpokes. Now the Slowpoke will be out and about. Look at them all. Yawn question mark. Fair enough. And with that, I think that you can go check out the IX Forest somewhere different, as our next challenge is the Alien Town Gym. But I think foiling Team Rocket, learning about what the Apricorns finally do, and also just in general saving the town, I guess you could say, or I guess saving the town's Slowpokes, I guess you could say, is pretty good. I think that's where we'll leave off, as next episode we will see what Bugsy has in store. The Walking Bug Pokemon Encyclopedia. But as always, Seal Universe, this will be Seal 99 Plays, and Hugo. Fair enough. Signing out.